Moon madness happening right now with Elisa Raffa,
Good word
right?
for it.
That is a good word for it. Elisa, since she's outside right now, since you've been there, you've had the eclipse, or since you've been to Springfield, you've had the eclipse, now you have the super blue blood moon. How lucky do you feel right now?
Guys, this is great. This is okay. Actually, this is really cool because all morning we've been waiting. You know, at first it was just big and bright because we also got a super moon, right? Which means the moon is closer to the Earth than it usually is. So it was just big and bright. We didn't have too much of a shadow yet. Now you can't see the moon at all. It's gone because the shadow came over it, and you can't see the moon. It's just so cool. If we didn't have the high clouds, that's where you would see it be a little bit red. But because we've got this cloudiness going on a little bit this morning, that's why for us it just looks like it's gone completely. But really cool stuff going on outside right now. So it's a super blue blood moon. I've got some graphics to kind of describe what that is. It's a super moon because the moon is at its closest point in its orbit to Earth. So that's why it looks bigger and brighter. It's a blue moon because it's the second full moon of the month. A blood moon because we've got this lunar eclipse going on where the Earth's shadow is coming into the moon. So if we didn't have the cloudiness that we do right now, it would look a little bit red, but because we've got some of this cloud cover, it's just gone. Can't even see it anymore. Really cool stuff. There are a couple of clouds out there this morning. Temperatures are in the 30s. It's about 37 degrees in Springfield right now. Some spots are in the 40s. We've got a south wind sustained at 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting up to 30 in spots. So a little bit breezy this morning, putting wind chills in the 20s. So it feels a little bit colder out there this morning. But don't worry, if you're cold this morning, 61 degrees by dismissal, kids. A ton of sunshine today and mild. We'll have some colder temperatures by tomorrow. And again, this go outside. Just go outside and look. The super blue blood moon going on until the sun rises. We'll have updates on that and a full look at weather in 10 minutes.
Joe and Elisa have ditched me to go outside and check out the super blue blood moon. So they better have a good shot out there because I have a little super blue blood moon envy going on here in the studio. Guys, what's it look like?
Looks all right now. Not too red at the moment, right?
It is bigger and brighter right now is how it looks. It should look bigger, brighter, and a little bit red. That's what we're going for this morning, how it should look. It's because we've got three things going on at once, Joe.
Exactly. Can I bounce this off of you real quick?
Yeah.
Some research I tried to find.
Yeah.
Blue moons make up about 3% of all full moons. Have you heard about this?
Okay.
That's decent, right? Super moons are approximately 25% of all full moons.
Okay.
And then total lunar eclipses occur 5.6% of full moons.
So, and that's a good point, is these things happen by themselves.
Right.
Not all the time, but often enough. And we're getting three at once. This is what the unique part is.
And we'll have to, this is why I ditched you, Lauren. We're gonna have to look this up later because the info that I've been finding is that this is the first time this has happened in North America since 1866.
Yes.
What were you doing back then?
Not here.
Of course.
Yeah, and that's the three things happening at once hasn't happened since that long.
So we had to go check that out, right?
Right.
I know you got weather and stuff, but I had to sneak out for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys can see right now, but if we got some of these graphics up, I can tell you we've got, so again, the super blue blood moon. It's going to look bigger and brighter because it's actually, the moon is closer to the Earth. It's the second full moon of the month, and we also, again, have this lunar eclipse, which is why it will look a little bit red. Guys, we can start to see the lunar eclipse happening here this morning. The moon has already looked bigger and brighter because it is at perigee, which means it's closer to the Earth than it usually is. And now we're starting to see the Earth's shadow kind of come across. If you remember the solar eclipse, how you were able to see the shadow come over the sun, little by little, we're starting to see the shadow come over the moon little by little this morning. Looks really cool. Once the shadow is completely over the moon, it should look a little red. So what do we have going on? We've got some graphics to show you what's going on. We've got three lunar events happening at once right now. It's a super blue blood moon. Good morning, guys. We're out here checking out the super blue blood moon. Three lunar events happening at once. We've got some video of what it looked like earlier this morning. What you're seeing is how big and bright it looks. That's the super part, that the moon is at its closest point that it is to the Earth, and so it looked bigger and brighter this morning. You can't see the big brightness this morning right now because a shadow is coming over the moon from the Earth. we've got a lunar eclipse going on. So 3 cool things happening at once. It's just been a really awesome morning for science to just be out here geeking out over this going on. We've got some graphics to kind of explain again what's going on. 3 lunar events. It's a supermoon because the moon is closest to the Earth right now, so it looks bigger and brighter. It is a blue moon because it's the second full moon of the month. It is a blood moon because the shadow from the Earth is coming over the moon, so it should have a red tint.